Good evening, everybody. It is a beautiful, albeit a little bit chilly night here in Virginia. It's not even nighttime, but it is dark, thanks to the government conspiracy known as daylight savings time. Anyway, this is about the time I get home now. It is what it is, but I thought it would be a perfect time to talk to you all for a minute about weapon-mounted flashlights. Now, to hear the old guys talk about it, there's no benefits to the new-fangled gadget known as the WML, or the weapon-mounted light. The only thing that could be said about having a flashlight that would be bad is not knowing how to use it correctly. Anytime you turn on your light, obviously you become a target if there is a bad guy in the area. Illuminate your surrounding areas, you're giving your position away. And it's pretty obvious. So as you can see in this demonstration, the dumb bad guy is looking around for me. He has no idea where I am because I'm concealed, not covered, behind this bush about 20-25 yards away. Even though I don't have night sights, I just have a fiber optic front and blacked out rears, I can use his constantly on weapon mounted light as he searches, pinpoint his position, and get a good sight alignment, have everything lined up, turn on my light at the last second, sight picture. As soon as I've neutralized the target, turn my light back off and move to a new position. So in this example here, the bad guy has his weapon-mounted light constantly on, giving away his position and any intended movement while he searches. However, he is using cover. Now, if you look at my cover concepts video, you'll see that I recommend standing back from cover. Check it out and you'll see why. I also mentioned one of the times you don't want to stay back from cover is when the enemy is elevated or when you're using a weapon-mounted light. And this is the reason why. Not only is his weapon-mounted light bouncing off the cover, clearly illuminating him, allowing pretty much anybody to use their sights, at least the silhouette, to get a halfway decent sight alignment sight picture. That light bouncing off the cover and into his face is also creating a photonic barrier for him. From his perspective, staying back off of cover not only illuminates him as I just showed, but the light bouncing back into his eyes creates a photonic barrier. In other words, making the darkness even darker beyond the barrier. And this is not good. Not only does it negate the positives of having a weapon-mounted light, but it turns it into a wholly negative situation. In this demonstration, the setup is exactly the same, with our opponent using that same exact piece of cover and concealment. The only difference is this guy has had a nighttime cover class. He's pushed his weapon-mounted light beyond his cover and concealment, not splashing light back into his face so he can't see, and also illuminating his target completely while not giving himself away.
Here's a side-by-side comparison of the two techniques. The guy on the left is doing it right. He's pushed his weapon light and his muzzle past the cover while still using the cover, thereby directing all the energy of the light towards his opponent, blinding his opponent and illuminating him in the darkness. The guy on the right is only illuminating himself and blinding himself by bouncing the light off his intended cover. The guy on the right is going to die.
The easiest way to defeat this efficient use of a weapon-mounted light and cover is to have a stronger weapon-mounted light. This makes it so that you create a photonic barrier, so not only is his light useless, but your sights are pretty much well lined up, and you could take him out. So obviously, you could fill a 4-hour video, at least, with different nighttime tactics when it comes to the weapon-mounted light. Pros, cons, different movement patterns, different ways to hold a non-weapon mounted light, etc., etc., etc. Unfortunately, I don't have that much time because I'm hungry as heck and the dinner bell just rang. So I'll be back again. Till then, next time you get the chance to train at night, make sure you try to think about some of the things I talked about in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure that if you employ these tactics, you'll become a more efficient night fighter or some shit like that. Anyway, trust the process and you'll see some progress. Thanks for checking it out.